Have you ever wondered how spacecraft actually work in the vast emptiness of space? No air, no gravity, just endless darkness. Yet they travel at mind-blowing speeds, sending signals across millions of miles and even landing on distant planets. How do they do it? Let's find out. How do spacecraft work in space? First, let's break down what a spacecraft is. It's a machine designed to operate in space, either manned, like the International Space Station, or unmanned, like satellites and probes. Unlike airplanes, which rely on air for lift and propulsion, spacecraft must function in a vacuum, where traditional aerodynamics don't apply. Here's the big question. If there's no air in space, how do spacecraft move? The answer lies in Newton's third law. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Spacecraft use rockets to push out fuel, which in turn pushes them forward. Since there's no friction in space, a small push can send a spacecraft moving for a long time. Spacecraft don't just float randomly. If they're near a planet, they orbit due to a balance between their speed and the planet's gravity. If they go too slow, they fall back. If they go too fast, they escape into deep space. In space, there's no power outlet, so how do spacecraft get electricity? Most use solar panels to convert sunlight into energy. Others, especially deep space probes, rely on radioisotope thermoelectric generators, or RTGs, which use radioactive decay to generate electricity. How do we control spacecraft millions of miles away? They send and receive signals through radio waves using large antennas on Earth. It can take minutes or even hours for a signal to travel, depending on how far the spacecraft is. NASA's Deep Space Network is vital for communicating with spacecraft, like the Perseverance rover on Mars, receiving signals across vast distances. Space is a hostile place, freezing cold, intense radiation, and no atmosphere. Spacecraft have special shielding to protect against radiation and insulation to handle extreme temperature changes. For astronauts, spacecraft have life support systems providing oxygen, water, and temperature control. Bringing a spacecraft back to Earth is one of the hardest challenges. When re-entering, they hit the atmosphere at thousands of kilometers per hour, generating extreme heat. Heat shields absorb this heat, keeping the spacecraft from burning up. SpaceX's Dragon capsule landing in the ocean. From launching satellites to exploring deep space, spacecraft have changed how we understand the universe. And with missions to Mars and beyond, the future is even more exciting. Space travel is just beginning. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more amazing space content. See you in the next adventure.